Winter isn't just about the holidays. It's also the season when many of us start feeling under the weather with flu and COVID still circulating. It's more important than ever to take steps to make sure that you're healthy. Dr. Mark Burns from U of L Health is here to share some simple habits to help keep you safe this flu season. Great to have you here, Dr. Burns. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
All right, let's begin with the dangers of the flu, right? Many of us know it's so important to get that flu shot.
Absolutely.
What kind of a strain are we beginning to see kind of emerge this season already?
Well, influenza A is the one that's going to be the predominant strain for the year. Eventually, B may become prominent, but right now it's estimated that influenza A is going to be the worst.
And is it still too late to get your flu shot, or say, is it still like, does that season kind of really kick in January or February? We can still get it if we need to?
Well, yeah, the flu season actually kind of starts at the beginning of the fall. But what happens is some people actually wait a little bit because the peak flu season is during the winter months. And it takes it takes a few weeks before your antibodies peak at a certain level. Now, it certainly is not too late to get the flu shot.
You can get it, go ahead and get it.
Absolutely.
I feel like we've already been with our families. We've already had some Thanksgiving gatherings and some holiday parties. There's just a lot of risk. What can you do to kind of minimize your risk as you go into the holiday season?
Well, if you think back to when COVID was prominent, we looked at certain things such as like social distancing, wearing masks in certain circumstances. We're at a much better place right now when it comes to communicable diseases, especially COVID. So what we can do to protect ourselves, however, are the same mitigating measures such as washing your hands, maybe social distancing somewhat, you know, because unfortunately we're all indoors because the weather's warmer.
What are we seeing with RSV? What is that exactly, and how prevalent is it going to be this season?
Well, respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, it's another respiratory illness. We consider that part of the big three as far as our three enemies go, between COVID, influenza, and RSV. Right now, it's at a moderate level. You see it primarily in the very young and the very old. There is a vaccine for that, as is for COVID and influenza as well, too.
You mentioned the big three.
Yes.
COVID's part of that.
Yes.
The trifecta there. It's Kentucky. We think of everything with horse racing, right? With COVID, are you seeing it as severe as in even last year? And is it still important to get the COVID vaccine or a booster?
Well, as far as severity goes, the numbers are down. This is the lowest it's been since pre-COVID.
Nice.
Okay, so we're in a very good place as far as that goes. Experts are still expecting the numbers to increase as the winter months go along, but again, we're at a much lower level at any point in the last 5 years for sure. And as far as RSV goes, yes, it's at a moderate level as well too. But again, there's vaccinations for all three of that: COVID, flu, and RSV.
Can you get all the vaccinations at the same time, or is it good to space some of those out?
Oh, well, technically you can get them at the same time.
I'm one-stop shopping.
Yeah,
right? I'm like, get it all done.
It's been shown to be safe. However, and this is just anecdotally speaking, you know, some people prefer to get them maybe a week or so apart because they can have a slight reaction to it. That is, but again, it's something where they would want to space it out, maybe not too far out, you know, maybe a week or so.
And I'm sure too, just the effects of it and the symptoms associated with each of these three can be similar. So best case scenario, go to your doctor.
Go to your doctor, get tested.
Get tested to see what it is you have, so you can be treated for the right thing.
That's correct.
All right, well, happy holidays, please. Stay safe. You out there too. You're probably out there mingling around. You have to watch too, but
well, and I see patients too. So.
And you see patients. So, gosh, now we know from COVID, wash your hands, stay home when you're sick. All the common sense things.
Correct. Is
all
absolutely
right.
correct.
Great to have you here. Important information. To learn more, just go to uoflhealth.org.